field. Everything is torus, and it's hard to understand for many people, but I want just show you how to make a torus field using audio, and it's very simple. So I've got here Ableton Live, it's Ableton 10, and I've got some other software and hardware running. And the nice thing about Ableton is that you've got loads and loads of free plugins, and what we have here is a tone generator, a tuner, and a spectrum analyzer to see on what frequency you are, but you see it already here. Yep, this one is at 528 Hertz, so it's not that very high. Now, the trick is to get two oscillators, one on the left channel and one on the right channel. And you can see this is one channel at 528 Hertz and another one at 528. And you need to pan one oscillator or tone generator to the left and the other to the right. And then you have to mix it in. So I can do that here. So this is generating a resonant frequency, and you are using the same frequencies, so it stays the same at 528 Hertz, but it's a resonant frequency, and resonance is making up the form. So please understand that. So I've got this old Tektronix oscilloscope, and this is the audio from the left channel, and this is the audio from the right channel. It's zoomed in so you can see the waveform. And this line here is the resonant frequency. So I've got 528 Hertz on the left channel, 528 on the right, and this is the resonant frequency. It's the same. So you can see it right here. But this is a normal old Tektronix analog oscilloscope, and you got this. Now I've got another Tektronix oscilloscope right here, and this one is for audio. It's called a vector scope, and with this scope you can see the form it's making. So 528 Hertz on the left channel and on the right channel combined on this scope, it makes the circle. Now I've made it into a circle because if you change the phase of one particular channel, this is the left channel, you see, if you change something, the form changes. Yeah? So let's make that into a circle. Now, let's make the right and the left channel with the same volume, like this. You got a perfect circle. Now, that's 528. Now I get two other tone generators, also one on the left and one on the right, and we take 144 Hertz. And if I mix those two in, and you change the phase, you get a perfect circle also. Yeah? And it's a lower frequency, so you can see on the analog scope that it's lower. Yeah, and you can hear it also, it's lower. Now, let's go back to the 528 Hertz, the slightly higher frequency. So it's making up this perfect circle, yeah? Now, let's mix in the 144 resonant frequency and see what happens. Let's put the volume a bit down, and there you have it. This is what many refers to as the seed of life, the flower of life. Well, I think you know. But in fact, what you are looking at is the top view of a torus field. It's seen from the top. It's that. Now, this is the form the resonant frequency is making. by mixing 2 frequencies on 4 channels. So on the analog scope, it's this channel right now is 144 and 528. This is the same, and those two are making this resonant frequency is practically the same. This is all resonance, what you see here, and that's making up this form. Now if I change the phase of one of the channels, you will see that the form will change. Let's do that right now. And if you can, I will just change it a little bit. If I do it like this, you'll see it's a Taurus, but it's on a very low frequency. So let's change the phase back to its original. You get the seed of life, loop of life, whatever. Whoopa. So now I'm gonna multiply the 528 by 10 times. This is the left channel. It's very high now. You can see it's changing already. Now the right channel, bam, it's hurting my ears. And you got this, and this is a Taurus field. Now I can make it better by changing the phase of one of the channels again. Let's do that right now. Oh, look. If I change the volume, I can change the form as well. What's this? It's a perfect Taurus. So that's making up the Taurus. Now if I change the phase, let's flip it. By changing the overall phase of the channel, mixing in some volume. It's a Taurus. It's a freaking Taurus. Now let's change the phase again to make it even like the Taurus of the guy on YouTube. Let's change the phase a little bit more. And there you have the Taurus. So this is a Taurus. And we're only using 2 resonant frequencies to make up this form. Now, it's audio, so you can do a million trillion things with audio. You can modulate it, and if you modulate it, the form will change, and I will show you right now. Let's put the modulator on, and you see it's changed already, but it's still the same Taurus. It's only modulated. Now let's modulate it even further. Now watch what happens. You see it's changing. The slightest change in modulation will change the overall motion of the Taurus. So let's do some more. You see, it's like a star. You can even make a, how do you say it? Wow, look at this. Whoa, whoa. So it's modulated. So it doesn't look like a torus, but in essence, it is a torus. All is torus, but it's modulated. So it looks different, but in essence, it is a torus. It's really that simple. Now I'm using 2 frequencies, and I've got a little 2 old frequency generators from Tektronix. They're very old, analog. And let's see what frequency they are right now. Left is at 25.4 and the right channel is at 25.4. Now look what happens if I mix in this frequency just a little bit volume. And it's bouncing, bam bam. So it doesn't look like a torus, but it is. It's a modulated torus. And now we are using 3 resonant frequencies mixed together like this. You get this form. Now I can modulate this also, and the form changes directly, and do the same trick as I did a few seconds ago. Now this doesn't look like a torus, but it is a torus. And that I wanted to point out to all people that are working with toruses, because everything is torus. I think the torus is the answer to free energy. It has to be. Everything is torus, and it's quite amazing. So that's it. I'm out. Bye bye.